Hello and welcome back to Goblin Gaming. We're here today in Soulstone Survivors once again, and we are going to be playing as the Arcane Warrior dude. Yeah, Spellblade. He has a new weapon. It is called the Scorching Edge. The main weapon does a whirlwind of fire, and then the secret weapon summons a bunch of little mini blades that do scaling damage based on number of burn stacks. So pretty darn cool. For runes, we're going to be doing Adaptive Empowerment, which makes our non-fire skill hit harder for every fire skill we have, which means we're going to do all fire skills except for one skill slot. And then that one skill slot that's not fire skill is going to be whatever the hardest hitting thing we can find is. Searing Intensity is going to scale our damage per stack of burning and melting up to 50%, so we'll perpetually be at that 50%. Skill Mastery Fire to unlock some more fire options. Weapon Expert is going to give us our little minions at the beginning, and Reroll Mastery is going to allow for fine-tuning of the build as we roll through it. We are, of course, playing on max difficulty with full curse, because why wouldn't you? And let's go ahead and do this. So this unique mechanic for this character is the Arcane Rifts. You stand within them, and you slowly fill up this power bar. And then at any point, once you see an actual, smaller rift, you can walk through it and activate the bonuses. Bonuses are as follows: 25% you get Celestial Weakening, 50% you get Energy Pulse, 75% you get Imminent Wisdom, and 100% you get Arcane Comets. The only one that I know for sure what that is the top one. The rest I assume are just buffs of various natures. I suppose if I really looked in the skill tree I could find out what they do, but TLDR, it makes you stronger. So there you go. Let's go ahead and see if we can actually activate that for the first set of bosses so we can get a quick clear time on them. Okay, we want anything fire, so Meteor sounds groovy. I like meteors in general. I think they're fun and they look cool. They're not as strong as they were obviously during the demo prologue a long time ago. They were the most broken thing on Earth, but they're still pretty good, I think. Fire Shield. It's not a terrible idea to apply even more burning stacks, but I don't know if it's necessary. We'll take it if there's nothing better, but at the moment we have two other options that are both better. So we're going to take AoE because we need to get our whirlwind to be basically map wide as soon as possible. And then we will grab the searing whatever or another once we have another chance for it, because we obviously need that. But Flamethrower sounds fine. That's a good way to apply burning, melting. More duration for our summons sounds great. More crit damage, Orbs of Destruction, fire 1 to 5 sequential shots. Not a big fan of that one. We're gonna get rid of it. Subdue could be good because we can get the crits cause bleed, and then we can scale off of that. Maybe. I think I'd rather scale off of the exposed vulnerable mechanic, though, for my non-fire skill. Alright, they gave me Orbs of Destruction. Again, they really want me to grab that combustion. My greed paid off. And we're going to lock Chromatic Bolt because it will also count as both a fire and a non-fire skill. So it should scale pretty well, hopefully. We will lock Lethality because we're going to want the crit chance. But for right now, we need the AoE. Sounds good. We could have went Bladestorm as our non-fire based thing and then just done dueling whirlwinds. It'd be kind of interesting. We have a lot of circular area of effect stuff going on right now between our combustion and our what's that called? Firestorm. We're looking pretty strong so far. Heat Explosion is definitely gonna go in there. What does it take the place of? Possibly Flamethrower, because what Heat Explosion does is it converts burning into melting anyway, which is the main reason you would take Flamethrower. So, I mean, why not just take Heat Explosion instead, right? The answer is probably because the cooldown's longer. No, it isn't. Okay, yeah, Heat Explosion. Let's go. Yeah, so scaling area of effect is going to be super important for us because we need to be able to pulse out that damage across the entire screen. Let's grab Debilitating Plague, just stack up some debuffs, because why not? They might be wasted things, honestly, but... Okay, Arcane Blade. Strike enemies with powerful Arcane Blade, causing 700 damage and an extra 42 per stack of exposed or vulnerable. Could be good because passively, thanks to our skill tree, we automatically apply exposed and vulnerable. I don't know. Maybe. Or we could just go with Arcane Assault, where we apply vulnerable. Tough choice. Tough choice. 560, 700. This hits harder. Let's just take this, I guess. What do we replace? I guess we could replace Chromatic Bolt. I don't think that's going to be too huge of a damage dealer, and we're not running Reaper, so let's just drop Chromatic Bolt. Alright, so we have our non-fire damage ability, which may or may not stay like that. Let's go ahead and ascend into superpowered mode. We have Celestial Weakening, which I assume makes them hit less hard. I probably shouldn't have wasted it there. I should have waited for the bosses, but I don't think the bosses are going to be any sort of problem for us. He says shortly before he dies to them. We don't have any health power scaling, but we should still take health when we can, because, you know, once you start going into endless stages, things will hit you for 200 or 300, and you don't want to just get auto one-shotted. Alright, cooldown reduction is always important. Always, always. So let's grab that. Try to dodge as much as we can here. You know, Conflagrate, actually, there's something to be said for that, too. So it's a fire skill. It doesn't apply burning itself, but it does a lot of burst damage. The only thing we could really drop for it, I suppose, would be Combustion. Combustion doesn't do that much, right? Meteor Shower does a lot more fire burn. I mean, Combustion's not bad, especially for multicasting it. That's a lot of fire. Do we dare do a fire build without Conflagrate? Doesn't really help us with bosses, which is going to be our main struggle. Let's just skip it. Let's see how it goes. We'll see if we can sustain off of our blade buddies for killing bosses. And then just do all of the circular AoEs to apply fire stuff. I do love Lava Shield, I really do, but I think we're gonna stick with what we have for active abilities, unless I see a better non-fire skill that I can use to really amp up the damage a bit more. I should have really paid attention to how many stacks of exposed and vulnerable we were putting on bosses there. This is a glorious little Venn diagram of power. I like that this one you get it no matter how long you spend inside of there. It's not like you have to wait until it completes like with the Paladin. Alright, let's grab Indomitable to get a little bit of blocking going on here. Impending Doom, whenever you apply Doom, you apply Dazed, 50% chance, or multicast on Arcane Blade. Yeah, we'll probably keep Arcane Blade. Let's just unlock that and take Impending Doom. Yeah, sure, why not? I think we're going to be stacking up. With how fast we're hitting here, I think we're going to be stacking up enough vulnerable that it'll still be really good. I have a feeling that the some of the bonuses for our class mechanic are going to be scaling for the vulnerable effect as well. So, alright, we need to find a rift. There it is. Let's go ahead and activate it. We are at maximum power. So, oh my god, it just insta-died. Okay, maximum power on this guy is pretty strong, it looks like. Combustion. Attack speed on explosion of heat stuff. Wow, we are so speedy all of a sudden. And we're just shooting out arcane blades everywhere. That's kind of amazing. Okay. Definitely fully filling up your power meter before you activate it is recommended, it appears. Okay. Powerful strike, more duration on our buddies. Subdue, you can make an argument for subdue with the bleed application. Area of effect on Firestorm, Fiery Blades, and Arcane Blade. Does this have an area of effect? Not really. But that's fine. Oh, this is trippy. Oh, I should show you what it looks like with full settings, huh? Yeah, buddy. Before stuff gets too serious and we can't do this anymore, let's enjoy the pretty. Getting there. Alright. Arcane Disc might be better than Arcane Blade. Because it's a ranged attack and it actually applies the exposed. We'll skip it though. Damage from those guys, that... I killed the bosses, I didn't actually look to see how many stacks we got on them. I need to remember to do that. I mean, these guys are getting like 5 to 10 stacks, so not amazing, but they're also dying almost instantly. Touch of Ice so we can get hypothermia. Lethality for the crit, because, you know, crit. These guys, like 8 stacks. Yeah, I don't know that we're stacking enough vulnerable that we can really utilize that mechanic without actually taking it as its own stat. Maybe if we get enough multicast and enough attack speed on everything else we can justify it. Let's go ahead and start stacking up Fire Shield. Obviously not going to be as nutty as if we did Pyromancer, but could be an extra just little form of burning damage application for us. Or it might just be wasted, honestly, now that I'm looking at it. I thought it was going to give us the like 8 start that you get on the Pyro guy, but... Alright, I'm going to turn on the spell effects. I can't tell what's bad and what's good right now. There we go, much better. I'm just going to go ahead and activate it, even though we're not fully filled up. So we can take this guy out real quick. Sweet. Okay, we already have Frailty, so let's banish it out. Let's banish out Leviathan. We'll take attack speed on Heat Explosion. Hypothermia is going to give us stacking fragility. Every time we apply cold, there's a chance of it. And since we're applying cold, or have a chance to apply cold on every hit, that just basically means we're going to apply more and more fragility, which is going to amplify our damage. Let's go and grab Lethality for more crit chance. Grabbing more ranks of Spontaneous Combustion just increases how much fire damage it does per tick, not the number of fire damage applications that we apply. If there were a number of fire damage applications we apply, that'd be way better with the scaling fire damage stuff, but alas, not to be the case. Okay. Nothing good there. 4 fire shields to rotate each. Well, each one applies a stack of burning, so maybe fire shield is good. Because it's going to allow us to apply quick stacks of burning on bosses. All we have to do is just jump into them. Yeah, actually, I think that'll actually be pretty good. Not for the damage that it does itself, but more for the damage that's going to scale off of for our fiery blades. Alright, let's grab some multicast. I assume multicast still applies to minions, so that should make my fiery blades attack multiple times. Hopefully. If nothing else, they'll make everything else multicast, so... Okay. Spooky ooky. Nothing good there. More AoE for heat explosion. Yes, please. Alright. Yes, I think I saw 28 stacks of vulnerable. That's not bad then, right? That's like 2,000 damage per hit. Basically doubles the damage of Arcane Blade. And then it's further multiplied by adaptive environment. Okay. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. It does apply burn, right? Yeah. Good, good, good. AoE on some things that really, really matter. Let's go ahead and go on into endless mode. We have 7 minutes and 23 seconds. That's a good start for the first stage. Especially considering it wasn't like corner cheesing or anything. Which, I mean, we actually could probably do with this build. We don't have any ways to heal or shield or recover toughness is my concern with doing a corner strategy. So you gotta be kind of careful. Okay. That would have been an interesting one to do. More damage on our blades. Yes, please. Trying to stay away from the Reaper. Stand inside of the arcane rifts wherever possible. And also try to minimize the amount of ground space that's on the screen to maximize the amount of monster density that we obtain as they spawn in. Old school demo / prologue strats going on here. Complicates things with those areas on the ground you gotta stand in. And the fact that I don't have any way to recover life. Alright, let's try and get a good power boost and get ahead of the curve here. Is kind of the goal. Lots and lots of AoEs on pretty much everything. Let's go ahead and grab some more cooldown reduction because we need as much of that as we can get. Ooh. Let's lock multicast and take crit damage. And then we'll take multicast. We'll lock area effect for heat explosion. Looks good. We're looking pretty strong right now, I think. We're about to find out, though. Alright, more area for heat explosion. Take more crit chance. Okay, let's grab some health. Get over here. Yeah, we're 22 stacks on Fireboy. Yeah, we'll take multicast on Swing, that's fine. 30. So basically 30 stacks is where we ended up with there. Okay. Yeah, I think we can start investing into Arcane Blade. I think we're going to keep it. It appears to be pretty decent. Grab some area of effects. Try to work towards getting screen-wide damage for everything other than Meteor. Meteor won't ever get screen-wide, but it'll get pretty close. Try to get it similar to Snowball, where it takes up 2/3 of the screen. Okay. Damage on combustion. I don't know that we're really taking combustion for the damage per se. I feel like we're more taking combustion just for the burn application, but I guess it can't hurt. Maybe if we stack enough of it, it'll be worth it. Area for Meteor Shower and Heat Explosion or damage for our main damage dealer. We'll take damage for our main damage dealer. In reality, we have two main damage dealers. We have the Fiery Blades and we have the Arcane Blade. It's like a dual dual spender setup. Okay. Nothing there that I want. Damage on Arcane Blade sounds great. How much are they doing per stack of fire? 4 weapons, 44 seconds, deal extra damage per stack of burning or melting on targets. It doesn't actually tell you how much extra, huh? That's not cool. 12 active weapons. Well, I guess we'll find out if it's good or not based on the damage recap at the end. I think it's good. I think it's good. Just judging by how much damage it looks like they're doing. Like, if you watch one of them go and hit somebody, they die so quickly. Like, watch that. Did you see it? It just pop. Watch right behind where my cursor is here on the left. That elite just melted. That was just a blaze chopping their head off. Ooh. I'm going to take the cooldown reduction. Area of effect's super duper important, but CDR is also very important. Oh, there we go. AoE for everything fire. Let's go. More area for combustion. Sounds good to me. Oh, that's a pretty significant jump up between those two upgrades. More duration for our friends, our swords. Remember, we can have up to 12 of them active at a time at the moment. Might even be able to increase that further through talents. We'll see. I bet we can. Most of the things like that in this game you can. Let's go ahead and take more area on our blade. And let's go ahead and activate our class mechanic. So we can quickly kill these guys or just accidentally step into death. Oh, there goes one of my cheat deaths. Unfortunate. Oh, look at him go. Go, go, Speed Racer, go. That dude's high on something. Get him speeding all over the place. Take resilience, powerful. So damage reduction. Area on blade sounds fine. Go ahead and just take some generic damage reduction. Can't quite tell where my blade is going to, so let's see if we can up the visibility here a little bit. Okay, it looks like it's hitting the edge of the screen, so we don't need to scale a whole lot more area of effect there. Generic area for everything else should be sufficient. Okay. Combustion needs to get some area scaling. Our Firestorm Whirlwind is pretty good. And our Arcane Blade is pretty good. But Combustion needs at least 2 more ranks of area. And then everything just needs cooldown reduction, because cooldown reduction is God. Just skate through there and see if we can kill them without taking too much damage. I'm not sure where this last boss is, but he'll die to dots anyway. There he is. .9 seconds. Let's get that a little faster. Multicast on everything sounds good. I'll take it. Okay. More AoE in general. Sounds fine to me. We're gonna have to probably stop the cheesy corner strat after this level. I don't really fancy doing this in endless 2, 3, 4, etc. A little dangerous. Alright. damage on meteor shower or heat explosion, or area of effect on meteor shower and heat explosion. Let's take area of effect. Need to get those meteors even bigger. They're already getting pretty decent size though, as you can see. The blue circles on the ground are the meteor impacts at the moment. So they're already about twice the size of your starting avalanche. So they're getting there. Now we'll grab some more AoE. Let's get out of this corner before the bosses kill us. Yep. Good deal. Just need to be able to maneuver rapidly when the bosses spawn, really. Multicast on Arcane Blade is amazing. Every time you apply a stack of days, you apply burn as well. Not really applying dazed. I'm sure we'll be able to through a different synergy. We are applying dazed through Impending Doom. On the other hand, 45% damage on these guys seems pretty good. Although I don't know how much damage they actually do. I feel like they're doing a lot. When the next set of bosses spawns, we'll pop our mechanics. So let's go ahead and charge that up. We'll see if we can get like an insta-kill on the end bosses. Show me your riffs. Damage on Arcane Blade. I think we can skip active skills at this point. Powerful strikes. Give me a rift to stand in, please. I would like to charge my arcane essence. I don't want to cash. Good to know that's there, though. There we go. Oh, just kidding. Oh, okay, okay. Yep, okay. Stand here and cash it in. Oh, greed. The greed got me. Yeah, I should have just killed him without the mechanic. I would have been in a better position. Oh well. You live, you learn to get Geico. And then you have a bunch of fiery swords following you around. And you save 50% or more. Alright. The mechanic's fun, but I had to put myself in a terrible position to activate it there, and as a result got myself killed, which was a bit of a bummer. So we have no cheat deaths left. We're only on Endless 2. Not looking great for this run, although it is a pretty fun run regardless. I don't think we're gonna be super crazy successful. I'm gonna call Endless 3 or 4 as the cap out on this one. Multicast sounds good. We have lots of rerolls still, which is a good thing. We've made good use of reroll mastery, and we've had some pretty decent luck. What is this purple aura around me? Oh, that must be my activated class mechanic. Okay. Alright. This video needs a seizure warning. Actually, this game in general just needs a seizure warning, I suppose. Grab another rank of fire shield. I'm just gonna activate it when I see it, rather than be greedy. Area of Firestorm, sure. Sounds good. I think it's pretty much, yeah, it's just a little bit past the full screen, so we're hitting everything with it. Okay, boss time. Okay, there we go. So I need something a little bit stronger. That'll work. Alright, So we got damage on our Firestorm, we got some area effect, we got several toughness upgrades. It's pretty powerful stuff there. Let's take Indomitable so we can get some dodges going on. My child is going crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear it in the background or not, but she's just cackling away. Damage increase on heat explosion sounds fine. I don't think we're really taking it for the damage, but it is doing 1,000 per pop, so it's not bad. It is popping frequently. Alright. Let's go with even more attack speed on heat explosion. We could really use some more just global multicast, honestly. We'll go quite a long ways. 1.6 seconds, 4 seconds, 4.4, 8.3, 3.9. Not sure where the activation point is for that. Grab some health. More damage. I guess we're stacking heat explosion since it's giving us upgrades like crazy for it. Wasn't the intent, but multicast of combustion by 48 or area of everything else. I think I'm actually gonna take the multicast of combustion. We need to get that applying burn a little bit quicker. Yeah, if we can get up to 300%, that'd be ideal. What's our overall multicast? Is it 34? Yeah, so we only need like one more upgrade for combustion's multicast, and then it'll be triple cast every time with a chance at quad cast. Oh, we didn't take multicast mastery, darn it. Oh well, that's okay. I don't know what I would have dropped as far as other things goes, so maybe I could have dropped fire mastery, I suppose. I don't think we're actually using anything that requires fire mastery. Maybe heat explosion. I think that's actually an elementalist ability. 36% for everything is better than 30% for one thing. I mean, we should be at 100% crit. Yeah, 140% crit, so we're single critting every time and double critting sometimes. Which means in reality that actually has double the effect sometimes, so. Multicast 60% on combustion is amazing. Let's take it. Again, we're not taking combustion for damage, we're taking it for the application of the burn stacks. Magnetic gives us more experience, more pickup range. It is a little bit late to be picking up magnetic, but blue magnetic, I don't care if I'm level 1 or if I'm level 150, I'm still going to take blue magnetic. Increased quantity of fire blades. Let's go. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. More damage for combustion? Sure. Alright, let's take more damage on Firestorm and Combustion, I guess. Sounds pretty good. Another 2 Fire Blades. Oh, baby. 20% CDR as well. That sounds great. I like it. Like it a lot. Alright, we're actually getting pretty strong here. Let's take some damage from Meteor Shower. It hasn't gotten much love lately. Let's go ahead and activate that, because why not? See if we can blow through stuff as quick as possible. Let's actually corner this. Top left, I think, was this map's best one for corners. Really take advantage of that rift that we activated. Sure, 100% crit against full health guys, why not? Like heat explosions can pop up every so often using that. Oh, Doggo's going crazy. 1 second, BRB. So this one's actually a hard choice because I don't have gangrene yet, so I'm not applying bleed yet. What would do a significant amount of damage? It is still extra additive damage versus this one gives area of effect on some of the most important things we have. But I think my area of effect is high enough at this point that I can justify taking gangrene over top of AoE. Alright, let's see if we can not die to these bosses. Wonderful. I am a god. What can I say? Alright, let's grab Fateful Strikes because we don't have Application of Doom yet either. We'll grab some more AoE for everything fire. Sounds good to me. There's a lot of things on the ground. I don't like it. I think I'm going to need to turn down the graphics because all the heat explosions are starting to give me, like, not actual seizures, but, you know, it's tripping my eyes out. Alright, let's re-roll this. Damage, yes. Yes, that will take damage. Gonna stand in some arcane rifts. As long as things are not threatening to us, might as well. There's one. Yep. $81 damage from a random white mob. Jeez. More damage on our blade boys. Alright, let's re-roll this one. Green magnet I'm not taking at this point though. AoE on swing, sure. And we are pretty much capped out on AoE I think at this point, but might as well. Alright, spontaneous, sure. I need to loop around and grab that rift, as long as it doesn't kill me doing it. It's gonna be worth grabbing. Let's go ahead and ban out Touch of Ice. Yeah, we already have a rank of it. Let's ban out White Magnetic as well. Ban out Indomitable. There we go, 10% crit. I'll take that. 16% multicast, I will take that. Alright, on to Endless 3. Alrighty. Let's resume. Endless 3, here we go. So at 515 health, white mobs are taking off roughly 80 damage per hit. Bosses are going to hit for about 350 to 400. So we need to get some armor in order to avoid being one-shotted. Big multicast, I have plenty of area. The only thing I need area on at this point, Combustion could use a little more, although it's not necessary. And Meteors could use a little bit more, again, although not necessary. Arcane Blade should be fine. Firestorm should be fine. Heat Explosion is certainly fine. Do I have Venomous? Doesn't look like it. Grab Venomous. It's interesting that things like Debilitating Plague can show up without having Venomous now. That's a change, for sure. We'll grab some armor. Damage, for sure. I dig that. Multicast on Firestorm and Combustion. I'll take that for sure, for sure. Okay, here we go. Okay, block that one. Damage increase on everything fire, yes. Yeah, crit chance, this brings us up to 160. Multicast on Blade, sounds good. CDR, just generically, always good. Our cast times are down to 1.4 for heat, 3.7 for combustion, 3.7 for meteor, 7 for fiery blades, but they're persistent summons, and 3.3 for firestorm. And firestorm lasts for 8 seconds. Oh, 15 applications, who knows. I guess permanent uptime though. It looks like it. If not, it's really close. I think we already have Impending Doom, yeah. We don't necessarily need another rank. Let's take more crit chance. I do like that you can get multiple ranks of those now. It actually makes like a debuff build a little bit more viable. Grab some more CDR. I did notice we got our refresh on our reroll, so if we have a bunch of trash choices, that'll at least give us a chance to get something better going. I almost died to the Reaper because I wasn't paying attention. It would not be the first time today. I'm a little out of practice on this game after not playing it for like 6 months. Let's grab that. Bosses are about to spawn, yeah. Ow. That felt good. Bosses? What bosses? Someone said something about bosses. I didn't see him though. Still makes me nervous that random meteor takes away a third of my health. Okay. More damage on Blade is probably the right decision there. Nothing good here, let's re-roll it. Let's grab some armor. We need to start making it so things don't hit us quite as hard. And bosses are still gonna chunk the crap out of us. But we don't want it that random white mob hitting us takes away 200 health. Like it's not okay. Or a random meteor hitting us for 200 health. Like, yikes. I don't know the cast frequency on that's all that impactful at this point. But, I mean, I guess we'll take it. Alright. Damage increase on Firestorm sounds glorious, however. Venn diagram our arcane buff. Beautiful. That means the next set of bosses we spawn, if we can actually... Oh, God. Okay, doesn't matter. Just need to stay alive. Okay, you see that? They almost got one shot there. Yeah, let's just stay alive. Forget about the rifts. Alright, down. Good. Good. Perfect. We lives. It's the end of the day. Grab some more health. Heal back just a little bit. We need some way to self-sustain. Anywho, no idea what we were just talking about. I just had to stop for like 3 hours, so yeah. Continuing the run now. Alright, what are we at? We're at 51 life, stage 3. Right, we're running the heat build. Okay. This will be interesting to see if we're able to pull through this last little bit here. Let's go and grab the rift, see if that helps us power through. Cat, you're not helping. Alrighty. Multicast for Firestorm and Combustion. That sounds pretty spicy. Let's grab some more powerful strikes so we can be more powerful. A little bit of agility for a little bit of movement speed, always a good thing. Let's grab some experience gems. Alright, looking good. Let's try to avoid just jumping into meteors for no reason. And let's increase the damage of our meteors, shall we? Yes, we shall. Alright. Let's move away from that nonsense. I think we need to dodge. Dodge. And he should be dead. Yes. Oh, Elite's got me. Super speed, I should have dashed. Alright, yeah, so Fiery Blades was doing a significant portion of damage, as I expected. I wish they would tell us the exact, mathematical numbers on how much extra damage they do per stack, but I'm sure they'll fix that. But yeah, look at that. That's crazy. That's a significant difference. So it had a 1 million DPS. Wow. Alright. That's interesting. So if we really just ignore the idea of doing the adaptive empowerment, and we just hone in on just amping up the amount of fire application we do as high as possible, and then just go hard on the Fiery Blades, that might be better. Maybe even using the rune that increases pet damage but reduces your damage, because it's not like we were doing a significant portion of the damage on this stuff. My Arcane Blade and my Firestorm did less than my Heat Explosion. Interesting. I really thought Firestorm would have been right behind Fiery Blades. Intriguing. Oh, hopefully this was interesting for you guys. Make sure you like, favorite, share, subscribe. Tune back into Goblin Gaming for some more Bullet Heaven action, ARPG, survival, etc. Gonna have a build video coming up for the Diablo build I created pretty soon here. I'm gonna start a new series for 7 days also. There's a mod I'm super interested in, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. Leave your comments down below. If you have a suggestion for a build or a concept you want to see me try to make work in this game, let me know in the comments and I will give it a shot. I am able to make most things work. When I get a stupid, silly idea, I figure out a way to make it work. So, anywho, check you guys later.